stuff about life, how everybody should love each other. I mean, you know, he's telling us heavy, original things.
Very heavy. He's always been heavy. What did you think the significance of the Rolls Royce was?
I think that represents his car.
Really? Really?
Don't mess with my buddy Vinny.
There you go. I'll be 61 on the 27th of April. I lost my wife 4 years ago. I went and got a place to stay. Walked out the apartment to get myself pizza. Two guys come behind me. First one come, hit me in the temple twice with a set of brass knuckles. And I dropped to my knees. The other one has left me in my back here as well, twice in the same temple. I commended the doctors at St. Luke's Hospital. When I got there, the right eye was in my hand. The doctors did a very, very remarkable good job. Stitches behind the eye, put it back in there. Because of the vision, losing my eye in my right, vision is very poor to my left. So now, the only way I can provide for my family and myself is this way. Better than committing a crime.
My name is Ronald Harris. I am 49 years old. I've been homeless, well I was homeless from 91 all up until 2010, off and on. There's different periods of homelessness. In 2011, I went to Penn Valley Community College, and they had, I was going for, they had an addiction counseling degree, but the degree was terminated because there were not enough people showing up. The reason I started to go to school was because I really didn't have any skills. I mean, you know, there were certain things that I can do. I've cooked, you know, barber and all like that, but I didn't have any pertinent skills that would help me excel. I never really even messed with computers until I got out of prison. My bachelor's degree was in human services. And it was just a general degree. I mean, you know, it had different disciplines kind of mixed in together, psychology, addiction, social, you know, just different stuff, which was cool though, you know. The reason I wanted to get my master's was basically because it's my way of being able to give back, not only to community, but, you know, to society at large, you know. In the program of Narcotics Anonymous, you know, they talk about making amends. I got it together and you know, I was still homeless technically under the law up until 2017, but I lived in a transitional living house for like 7.5 years. And even though I was living in this house, they still considered that to be homeless. And so last year, 2017, September 1st, I got my first apartment. You know, and I've been there ever since.
When I look back at my life, I don't feel like I've ever really been homeless, just because I've never been to the point where I had to beg people for money. Anytime I've been sleeping in my vehicle, or the times where I could have actually called myself really homeless, I was really just camping out in the city. I mean, I wasn't full on, destitute. I always had shit going for me. I'm 37 and I do construction, and I never went to any trade school or school. Probably because I was a real rebel when I was a teenager, and it was like F the system. And then as time went by and I matured, I realized how much I detested most of the jobs that I did. I worked like 30-some different jobs and just didn't like any of them. And then when I got into construction, I actually started enjoying myself and starting to make more decent money as the years went by. And it eventually got to the point where I feel like if I want to go to school, I can do that when I'm 50 or 60 and my body falls apart. I'll wheel myself in there and read a book. It'll be wonderful.
I have a question for you. You all take your time, ponder on this question. Only if you believe my question is right. Remember, ponder. If you agree with me, please take this question to someone else. He's looking around like, my Father in heaven, as well as your fathers, can do everything but fail. And you come back now, you hear? Can't hear me though, can you?
Oh, they can hear you.
Oh, they can't?
Oh, yeah.